Weird.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how you know it's good. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Bro Podcast YouTube live stream.
Hola.
We got a lot to get to. So we're just going to get to getting.
Hell yeah.
We're going to get to getting. What's
Let's
up, Dustin?
Let's fucking roll it, dog.
RWCL, Little Miggy, Imperial Shot, Metalhead, Bartender, Twisted Sister.
What's up, guys?
That's Pete's sister with the big boobs.
Welcome.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Julie Reed, Dean Lynch. Maybe we were just talking to you, Dean. If so, we love you, buddy. All right, we're going to start this episode. A lot of people come in and out of your life, but not a lot of people come inside you unless you're nasty like us. Welcome to the Cream Spot, everyone. I'm one half of the Brohio podcast. They call me the delicious Nicolicious, and that's because when I get naked, it looks like I got a belt full of cupcakes. Just...
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a visual. It's hard to put together. But once you figure it out, I promise you, it'll all make sense.
They call me Corn Cob Rob because I officially hold the Guinness Book of World Record for the person that can fit the most corn cobs in their ass.
Congratulations, man.
It's 3.
That's something I never knew about you. That's Rob Diggity Dangle Dog.
Yeah, you can't get more than 3 in your ass.
Corn Cob Rob. Hello, everyone. It's Monday night for us. We came to you last Monday.
It's Monday Night Raw.
Raw as
you
war.
fucking raw, dog.
It's going to Netflix.
Hell yeah.
So we can all watch it because everyone has a subscription to Netflix or they steal it from somebody else.
I think everything's going to Netflix Live now. After that last fucking boxing match, I don't know how that's going to hold up.
I just don't know.
I don't know.
They're raising the price of YouTube.
Are they?
Yeah, YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
No, YouTube TV.
YouTube TV? I got premium, so.
I implore all of you to look into an IPTV service.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I use. I get about a bazillion channels for $10 a month. The service I use is called Fame. Do with that what you will. But there's a lot of opportunities to watch your favorite shows. Yeah. I got HBO TV. I got HBO Max. I got HBO Kids. I got HBO Family, HBO Fit Kids, ESPN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get every single NFL game, every single MLB game, every single NHL game. I don't even watch fucking hockey.
Yeah, that's me.
And I got it.
Yeah.
Somebody come to me today and said the Predators aren't doing very well. And I said, well, it's because they're fucking child molesters. And he said, no, I'm talking about the hockey team.
What an awful name.
And I said, what made you come to me and think that you could talk hockey with me?
Unless it's fucking tonsil hockey,
Unless it's me and you making out, bro.
Yeah.
What kind of hockey? Tina Neely is our newest Patreon subscriber. Tina Neely.
I hear she's on her knees a lot. That's why her fucking last name
I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I did not hear that.
I'm sorry, Tina. I'm sure you're a fantastic lady.
I don't wish to cross her.
Yeah.
Because she appears to have red hair.
She has a lot of hair in that picture.
Red-headed women, they'll cut your gizzard out.
I always wanted to be de-gizzard.
If you've ever been de-gizzarded, send us an email, broiopodcast@gmail.com. Tina Neely, please don't de-gizzard us.
Please don't.
We like your hair.
Yeah, very much so. And next we got Bacon Fucker 22. Hell yeah, dude. Me too.
That was the name of my NASCAR. If I ever made it big, I was going to be the number 69 Bacon Fucker 22.
Hey,
I was going to have that. I was going to put Dale Earnhardt into the wall again. Wait, Jeff Gordon.
Intimidate this pussy.
Yeah. Turn left. Get on the gas. Hey, Bacon Fucker 22, thank you.
Appreciate
for everything. You. How about... Dumb. What? This person's name is Call My Girl Tamara a Bitch.
You ask, you shall receive.
I don't know if it's Tamara or Tamara, but it says, call my girl
I say Tamara.
Tamara bitch. So, Tamara, if you're listening, you bitch.
Yeah.
Somebody with more power than you paid the piper.
Either your girl or your dude wants you to know that you're a fucking bitch.
Tamara, you can clap back for only $1. Go to patreon.com/BroHioPodcast. And you can say, Jimmer's a fucking queer or whatever. His name is probably Jimmer.
Jimmer.
Because any kind of man that gets on a podcast and calls his girlfriend a bitch
Someone named Jimmer.
is someone named Jimmer.
Oh, shit. And hey, next we got we already had the privilege of talking to this fabulous fucking beautiful human. We got Hey Moo.
Emu. And I said, are you related to Caillou? And he said, no. But he did have
Beautiful hair.
gorgeous hair. It looked like that chocolate wonder fountain at Golden Corral.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It was beautiful, man.
Appreciate you, buddy.
And then I would like to give a special shout out. We did a Zoom chat before the show. And
Which all you got to do is just pledge a fucking, get on our Patreon, send us $1.
if you say, I would like to talk to Nick and Rob face-to-face on Zoom, well, you can do that. Hop on Patreon. It's only $1. You get the link and Patreon sent to you.
It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun there.
And one of our friends, one of our longtime listeners, Samantha, we've been talking to her over the past few months. She's been coming in the Zoom chats, and she's progressively getting, her belly was growing. We said,
Yeah.
do you want to be forthcoming about what's going on with your body? She said, yeah, I'm pregnant. And we said, congratulations, Samantha.
With the cost of groceries, I just thought she was fucking rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not us.
Yeah.
And we've been off the Zoom for a few weeks, and we came back today, and she had
There was a fresh little baby.
little baby Clane
Mhm.
in her arms. And I said, that is a beautiful baby. And she said, thank you. And I said, where did you get the name Clane? Oh, well, she said, well, we're going to call him Clane the Vein because he's got a giant cock.
Throbbing cock vein.
So
Jesus Christ.
Clane the Vein. Samantha. Congratulations. I love seeing our listeners go through just beautiful events in their life, whether it's getting
It's
a new
cool.
job, having a baby, buying a car. This is finally got I got my first nice car. I finally got a baby. It's not mine, but I found it. But this baby, Clane, does belong to Samantha. I do know that because we were with her while she
We saw it crown.
We saw it crown.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was drinking crown.
You get to experience the joys of life on this podcast. It's cool,
and
man.
we love to celebrate with you guys. And even if, even if you email us and say, guys, you're one of my best friends, and I just want to celebrate with you. You know, I just got my divorce finalized. Whatever it is, we'll shout you out.
Hell yeah.
We'll write you back, tell you congratulations, or you leave your phone number, and we'll get some like political text messages sent to you and stuff. We can do that, I think. Which
sure.
thank God that's over.
Yeah, we can make that happen though.
Were you getting like political texts and stuff?
Dude, so many.
Okay.
So many. I was getting called probably 3 to 5 times a day, and at least maybe like 2 texts a day.
I was getting 20, 30 texts a day.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of phone calls. It's just wild, man. I'm just glad that's over.
Well, I did plant the seed with our travel agency today.
Okay.
I said, I understand our good friend Jerry Pauly, he's passed, and he was the ambassador of this.
Mm-hmm.
But we do want to keep this Ohio podcast cruise going.
Sure.
So we've planted the seeds.
Good.
I got some preliminary podcasts I would like to talk to.
Okay.
The guys in the Cromnapod
Okay.
who are just fucking awful like us, and
Yeah.
they do similar style.
Mm-hmm.
Never talked to those guys in my entire life.
Okay.
So I'm getting a little ahead of myself by saying
You're extending that olive branch right now on our show without messaging them formally.
they're going to come on the cruise with us.
Oh,
I think they
gosh.
might be from Cleveland also or something like that.
Are they?
Yeah.
I just know the name.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. To say, kids, I don't listen to podcasts at all. So
Same.
these guys could really be really bad. We might not like them. But I would take the chance to say they're probably awesome dudes,
Sure.
and we would just cut it up with them, would
Yeah.
be my fucking guess. We could do an all-star panel up there. So I'm going to reach out to those guys. I don't
Cool.
know how.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of ways.
People see messages in their DMs from us, and they're thinking, oh, great.
Here goes this fucking solicitation for dick pictures.
Yeah, what do these guys want?
Yeah.
Or they're begging for money, or they're got a fucking GoFundMe for their
One of their kids' fucking ears fell off.
cats fucking got AIDS.
Asshole
Feline
fell off.
AIDS.
That's rampant, man. It's especially in Dayton. I think I've given it to half of them.
So I couldn't really find a good article this week, so I'm just going to speak from current events of what's going on in my life. Last week when we were recording the show, we hurried out of here because the Cincinnati Bengals were playing the Dallas Cowboys for Monday Night Football.
Right.
And at that time, when we were recording the podcast, Joe Burrow, the star quarterback of our Cincinnati Bengals, his home was being ransacked in a burglary.
Isn't that crazy, man?
In a B&E.
Someone was doing a B&E on Joey B.
There was a very intricate crime ring going on in the country right now.
It's crazy, dude.
Where these fellows or felines, I don't know, what's the female name of a fellow? Feline?
I don't know.
We'll go with it. I don't know. But these people are breaking into professional athletes' homes while they're playing, while they're on the field.
Is it the same group or is it like a network of people?
I think they think it's a network.
Okay.
So what they're doing, Patrick Mahomes got it.
Good.
Or Travis Kelce, he got it.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck the Chiefs, dog.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day,
It does suck. It sucks.
those really are. They're good guys, I would
Sure.
imagine.
Sure.
And speaking from experience, walking into your home and everything being gone is one of the most horrific feelings you'll ever feel in your life, aside to personal loss of another human, or I don't know, a lot of different bad shit that but that's a really bad feeling. So flash forward the next day, we find out Joe Burrow's house has been broken into, and they say, everyone on the internet's like, oh, Olivia called 911. Well, he's been with a girl for many, many years named Olivia Holtzmaker.
Mm-hmm.
They've been together for a long time.
Okay.
And but there's kind of been rumblings that they possibly split up
Okay.
over the last few months. So everyone says, okay, Olivia called 911. She said, I live here, someone's broken in. Then we find out that it's not Olivia Holtzmaker. It's this girl named Olivia Pontoon, who is a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. You say that, but you and I have bigger tits.
Okay.
She's
One of them.
she's all nipple.
One of them.
Okay, which is fine. I've made it abundantly clear I'm not a man that lusts after anyone or anything aside from the woman I lay down with at bed every night. So, but for my guy Joe Burrow, I'm thinking, dude, you can do better. You can get up.
I'd be tit shaming, dog.
I don't know if I'd be tit shaming. Maybe she's right for him. I don't know. But Joe Burrow is a very closed off individual. He doesn't want anyone to know anything about his personal life.
I'm assuming she's a looker, though. She's a...
Not for me.
Okay.
So as I get older, I've got nothing for 19, 20, 21-year-olds.
Was she a fucking amputee or something?
No, dude.
Okay.
She just doesn't do anything for me.
Okay, sure.
She's way too young. She looks like my kid's age.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
it just
I get
fucking
that.
weird. It weirds me out.
Sure.
Got nothing for it.
That checks out.
And then I started listening to she has some TikTok videos that people were posting on X. And just a few days before this happening, she's like, all this time I'm sick of guys looking at me, this and that. I'm pansexual. So then I had to look that up. Oh my God, pansexual. That must be what Gordon Ramsay is, or some. I had to look this shit up.
Yeah.
And a pansexual means you don't really see genders. You just are attracted to humans.
Sounds kind of like bisexual to me, but it's okay.
It's not, because then you start to say, okay, bisexual, you kind of define man, woman. I like men and women. Pansexual, you don't care what.
You like all the kitchen utensils the same.
You don't fucking care what is under the curtains when they get pulled back.
Gotcha.
Because for you or I, if we were going to have sex with a guy, we'd have to prepare for it. Like, I'm going to fucking war. I got to prepare for this. Whereas a pansexual, they're just like, I just show up and fucking whatever.
Yeah, if I'm about to fuck a guy, that dick better at least be hard to find under all them fat rolls. I better be able to find something that could resemble a pussy.
So, it's scandalous. She called 911 and she said, I live here. And then she said in the police report, I work for Joe Burrow. So is she a fucking hooker?
Hey, there you go, man.
And then the more I watch her videos of her saying, I hate men, I'm pansexual, I'm a lesbian, whatever, I'm thinking, she genuinely might be a fucking housekeeper or something for Joe Burrow. I don't know. So there's some
interesting.
And then I found this like subreddit called Women Wives of the NFL or something.
Oh shit.
And they were posting pictures and videos of this woman back in August of her jogging through Joe Burrow's neighborhood.
Oh.
And all these women, they knew about this girl months before we all did. And they were like sneaking around his neighborhood, taking videos of her walking around and shit. People are fucking weird.
Isn't that crazy?
It's very crazy.
That's wild. All
You
them rich white folks, they don't have anything else to do, man. That's what they do. Especially them, like, if they don't have, like, jobs.
Her husband's an attorney and they just sit at home.
Yeah. They just scope out the neighborhood, their neighborhood watch.
Yeah. And speaking of rich white women, I hope you enjoy these ads from our sponsor.
That's a job that I want, man.
I just want to be fucked and paid.
Yeah, I just want to be a rich white woman. That's it.
I just want to drink alcohol, and shame others, and research.
Clutching my proverbial pearls.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man.
Man,
we got a very special true crime episode planned for you. This is
hell yeah, dude.
It's been heart-wrencher, dude.
It's been a little minute since we've done one of these.
Yeah. Some stories stick with you because they're unbelievable, and while some other stories, they stick with you for other reasons. We've covered some really sad stories over the years. This true crime, we're calling it the Cougar murder.
Oh.
Andrew Bagby. I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a really fucking cool game.
Yeah.
But I'll be killing cougars and that shit all. I kill all the animals that get near me.
I've just been fucking playing Grounded.
I don't know about
so
that
much
one.
fun. It's a survival game where you're like, it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but video game form, and all the enemies are like bugs.
Okay.
It's fucking dope.
I'm really enjoying Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to take me about 5 more months to finish playing it.
You have to get your 15 minutes a day.
Yeah. Well, I played a lot over the weekend. Dude, video games are hard to get to when you got a whole house full.
I get like an hour to an hour and a half at the end of the nights.
Yeah.
Usually
I'm too tired.
That's my unwinding time. Yeah, I'll stay up past my bedtime just so I can get some time in.
Yeah. Now this story is heart-wrenching, but it's a story of betrayal, murder, and an utterly failed legal system that led to unimaginable tragedy.
That sucks.
This is the story of Andrew Bagby and Shirley Turner. Shirley is the worst. She's the lowest common denominator. I do hope that
Andrew Bagby. That sounds like a Hobbit name.
that was Dildo Baggins.
I'm fresh off of the fucking rewatch of the trilogy series.
It's pretty cool.
God, it's so fucking good.
Paisley begs me to read to her every night.
Yeah.
We've been reading Junie B. Jones and Boxcar Kids.
Nice.
And I was like, aren't you tired of these stupid fucking stories? And she said, no. And I said, anyways, brother, how about we read Hobbit? How about I read The Hobbit to you?
Hobbit's a good read.
And we're, a quarter of the way through The Hobbit, and she's eating it up.
It's really good.
She's like, is this like Dungeons and Dragons? And I said,
Kinda.
yes, it's exactly like that.
What's funny is the fucking is the learning curve from the Hobbit books to the Lord of the Ring books. Holy shit, is it hard to read?
You got to grow up.
Holy shit, is it hard to read?
You got to grow up.
Yeah, it's wild.
All right, so Andrew Bagby, he was born on September 25th, 1973 in Sunnyvale, California. He was an only child, but from an early age, Andrew exhibited a bright and loving personality, he was just an all-around good dude. He was the type of person who was always there for his friends, offering a kind word or a helping hand whenever anyone needed him. And his dream of becoming a doctor drove him for academic excellence. He wanted to be the best of the best. He knew that he had high goals for himself, and his family expected that of him.
Good for
and
him.
He tried hard. He strived. He kind of was a step above everybody else in his classes. He went on to eventually attend Memorial University's medical school in Newfoundland, Canada, where he continued building lifelong friendships and just honed his skills as a physician. He was described by his peers as someone who had an infectious laugh and an unshakable calm in stressful situations. Because you don't want some fucking fat some Parkinson's motherfucker operating on you.
You definitely
whenever
don't.
You're going through something like that.
Yeah. Speaking of Parkinson's, that place that I went over the weekend, they had a Michael J. Fox Back to the Future jacket signed. Dude, I almost fucking bought it. I was so close to buying it.
Is that what you were telling me about earlier?
That place. Same place that had the Stone Cold Steve Austin
Well,
vest.
you told me there was something you were going to buy, but you got to work it out.
No.
I was like, there's no way my dude's buying a fucking autograph.
That was like $700.
Okay.
I can't cop off of that, but
That's fun.
I just jog my memory there.
So we got to switch to there's a yin and yang to every story. And we do have, we got the yang in this story. Her name was Shirley Jane Turner. Shirley Turner, she was born on January 28th, 1961. So right off the rip, you'll see that she's about 13 years older than Andrew Bagby. She was born in Nova Scotia, Canada. Her upbringing, it's a little unclear, but what is documented is her history of volatile relationships and a pattern of troubling behavior, to say the least. She was nearly 13 years older than Andrew, and by the time they met, she had already been through multiple tumultuous relationships. Shirley had 3 children from these relationships, and the fathers all had custody of the children. None of them... There was a couple stories I read about her filing these baby bonuses and getting these baby bonuses, which you're supposed to use on clothing, cribs. And she didn't give any of the money to the dads. She just kind of floated off and used the money. She was a really, really bad mother. Like I said, none of the children were under her care, a fact that her friends and Andrew's family, they found that a little alarming. She was floating around, just fucking squirting babies out of her butt, not taking care of them.
Sure.
But,
Red flag.
just like there can be deadbeat dads, there can be deadbeat moms. Known for being manipulative, and boy, was she manipulative, and deeply, deeply insecure, Shirley had a history of making others feel trapped in her orbit. Despite these glaring red flags, she somehow managed to present herself as a little maybe charming and intelligent. She was in medical school as well, and that's I think that's where they met. But I do want to talk about one specific incident. Before she started dating Andrew, in March of 1996, Shirley began a relationship with a St. John's resident named Miles Doucette, who was 13 years her junior.
Ooh.
After Doucette broke up with her and moved elsewhere in Newfoundland, she began inundating him with phone calls. In November of 97, Shirley confronted him in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and struck him in the jaw with her high-heeled shoe.
Oh, fuck, dude.
What did I do, motherfucker?
That had to hurt.
After consulting with his parents, Doucette moved to West Township, Pennsylvania, United States in 1998. Shirley followed the man to Pennsylvania, leaving threatening voicemails over the following year and making unannounced visits to his apartment. On several occasions, he had summoned state troopers to order her to leave. He expressed fear to the police of what Dr. Shirley Turner would do next, because at this point, she was a doctor. On April 7th, 1999, Doucette found Shirley lying semi-conscious outside of his apartment, having ingested a combined 65 milligrams of over-the-counter drugs in a suicide attempt.
Ooh.
She tried to kill herself right on his front doorstep.
Damn.
Goddamn Fruit Loop.
Damn.
Nuttier in a shit house rat, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley was wearing a black dress, carried a bouquet of red roses, and had two suicide notes on her. One note had been addressed to Doucette and the other to her psychiatrist. The latter read, "I'm not evil, just sick." Shirley was rushed to a hospital where she received a gastric lavage? I think that's where they give you like a butthole transplant.
I think I need one of those, man.
I'm going to put a sign on my, people put signs in their car that say, "I need a kidney." I'm going to put one on my car that says, "I need a butthole."
Blown out O-ring.
Butthole donor needed. Boy, I'd have some boys chasing the car, wouldn't I?
You would?
Yeah. I'll give you a fucking asshole transplant. The following day, after the gastric lavage, Doucette, the guy who she was hunting down, he received a voicemail from a female caller who stated, "Dr. Turner died last night."
Oh, shit.
Which was not the case.
Okay.
She wasn't dead. Isn't that fucking dumb?
That's fucking stupid.
Hey, Mr. Doucette, I was just going to let you know that Shirley's dead. I understand your immense amount of grief, but don't look back now. She's dead.
You didn't do it? She took 65 milligrams of Tylenol or whatever she got over the counter. That is not a flex.
And
if you're going to kill yourself, use something you got to steal. But use something you got to buy on the street corner. Don't come to me and tell me you took fucking 80 Advils. That's just someone being dramatic.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was dating a girl and she was telling me she's a cutter and shit. And I was like, oh boy.
Here we go.
And then she started telling me how she's like, sometimes I just take 20, 30, 40 Tylenol to see what it'll do to me. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, well, if you have a headache, you're not going to have one anymore.
It's like preemptive, right?
Mm-hmm. You'd probably feel great. I think if I took 60 Tylenol, I'd probably feel great.
Yeah, you would have to worry about headaches for at least 30 days. Stockpiles in your system, right?
So that's just one incident of, we're trying to paint a picture of how crazy this cougar was, how crazy Shirley was.
Yes, that definitely sounds like it.
With a name like Shirley, she undoubtedly had shit-stained underwear.
For sure.
Research proves that.
Yeah.
Anytime you meet a woman named Shirley, look her in the eye and tell her, "I know you've got fruit-striped underwear."
Yeah. Look in her bloomers.
I know you smoke, and I know you have sticky farts.
Oh, God, yeah. She's making pudding.
If you have sticky farts, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your story on our show. We'd love to talk to you.
You're a survivor. Share that story.
I'm a soul survivor. My daughter's got a kid, this Mexican kid that just transferred to her school. His name's Akon.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear. And I said, there's a rapper named Akon, don't you? And she's like, "No, I didn't know that." And I turned him on. I was like, "Akon, young Jesus." She said, "This is not good." I said, "No, hold on, it gets better." She said, "This is not good at all." Like, you fucking kids don't know good music.
Oh, fucking Akon, man.
Akon, young Jesus.
Convict. Music.
He's at them. He was at those Diddy parties, I'd have to imagine.
For sure, for sure.
Fucking hot-legged all over the...
I see you grinding and sliding.
Getting fucking hot-legged in the Boom Boom Panther room or whatever.
Hell yeah, dude.
So on to Andrew and Shirley. So Andrew Bagby, obviously the subject of this episode, they met during their time at Memorial University. What started off as a friendly connection quickly escalated into a romantic relationship. Andrew, he had him a thing for older women. And she was 13 years older than him.
Hey.
However, almost immediately, Andrew's friends and family noticed Shirley's possessiveness. Where you at? What are you doing? Who you with? Why you need this? Why you need $20 on you? Just all the just crazy, over-the-top possessiveness and insecurities. Shirley would often call Andrew insistently. Calling. It would never stop, demanding to know his whereabouts, who he was with. These behaviors were troubling. But Andrew, he was a bit of an optimist, believed that he could manage her insecurities and make the relationship work.
Okay.
The relationship was a constant roller coaster of breakups and reconciliations, on again, off again. Please don't leave. I'm done with you. Oh, you're back tonight. I'm gone tomorrow. It never makes it. It's just a revolving circle. It makes, if there were we would call this Facebook relationship status, it's complicated.
Sure. Okay.
It's complicated.
Very much.
Friends recall Shirley frequently manipulating Andrew into taking her back, often by threatening self-harm or unleashing emotional tirades. Nothing better than when you try and absolve yourself from a relationship, and they say, well, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. That's a lot to handle for a person.
Sure.
Even if you think you are the most put together, emotional person on the face of the earth. If you try and leave somebody and they say, well, I'm going to fucking kill myself, well, you're going to think about it. And you're going to feel bad if they do, I would imagine. But, you know.
Legends say the crazier you are, the better you fuck. So
I heard this once. I heard this once. Sometimes you have to be the villain in somebody else's story to be the hero in your own.
Ooh, that's deep.
It is deep. So you may find yourself in a bad situation. You may have a spouse or a loved one, and you think, I can't leave this person because the kids, because of what people will think. But ultimately, you got to take care of you.
Absolutely.
You got to do what's right for yourself. So like I said, sometimes you got to be the villain in somebody else's story to be the hero in your own.
That's good.
And don't live your entire life at the mercy of somebody else who doesn't wish the best for you.
Absolutely.
Don't waste your fucking time spinning the tires. We want to be spitting on dicks, not spinning tires.
Very true.
Or spitting on tires, I don't know. No. I got a fucking tire leak. I got an air leak. My Ford app told me earlier. It said, you got a tire leak.
That's a bummer.
Detected.
Yeah.
And I bought these tires myself from the tire distribution place. And I took them to my dad's car lot. And he said, I can put these on. And the first tire he did, he fucked it up really bad. And I said, Dad, get away from the tire. Go get my brother. And he said, it's fine. And you know what? That tire is the one that's in distress.
Look at that. What do you know?
It's my dad's fault. I've already talked to my attorney. He doesn't know it's coming. He's going to be blindsided by the lawsuit, but I've talked to my attorney.
It's about time to put him down, man.
The attorney said, well, how much did your dad charge you to put these tires on? I said, well, he didn't charge me anything. It was a favor, but that's not the point. He needs to respect me.
That's true.
And he doesn't.
It's clearly doesn't.
When Shirley moved to Iowa for her medical residency, Andrew felt fucking complete relief.
Sure.
At the physical distance, but Shirley's obsessive behavior did not stop. So I think at this point, he was actually living in Pennsylvania, and she was living in Iowa. She called him dozens upon dozens per time every day. Every day, his phone was ringing off the hook because she just wanted to stay on the phone with him and demanded his attention despite their long-distance arrangement. It's hard to be invested in somebody emotionally when you don't ever see them and they're on the other side of the country.
Sure.
I remember when I was working on the road, my wife used to call me in the hotel room. She'd say, what are you doing? And I'd say, I'm fucking laying in a hotel bed. And she's like, what do you think I'm wearing? I'm like, I don't fucking care because I'm not there.
Yeah, right.
I just like, I gotta feel that fucking wet ass pussy. I can't just. Remember we used to cyber sex and shit.
Yeah.
And our desktop computer was in the living room.
They always were.
And I sat there on that computer on AIM Instant Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
NTH Ridge 13 was my screen name.
Damn, look at you.
And I would tell him, said, now I'm taking off your shirt and I'm going to eat your pussy. Why you got to take off my shirt to eat my pussy?
As you're sitting there just eating Pringles.
My mom and dad are watching Inside Edition. I'm just like looking over my shoulder typing.
Fucking Cheeto dust on your fingers.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm kissing you with my tongue. Because I didn't know how to talk dirty.
Right, dude.
Like, what?
Oh, shit. Dirty talk so funny, man. Especially because you know that the fucking other person just sitting over there just nonchalantly like, oh, yeah, that feels really good. And they're just like fucking yawning and shit.
Yeah, they're sitting in their grandparents' dining room.
Try to be into it. It's hard to get your pussy wet when fucking grandpa's over there eating fucking toffees with his teeth out.
Munching fucking peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not wearing underwear. Dude, AOL, that was the Wild West, man.
Dude, it was fucking crazy, man.
That was a good time. You couldn't do pictures or nothing.
No.
It was all text.
You just had to fucking trust who you were talking to so that they really were.
I remember I was dating this one girl, and we would talk in school. We'd say,
Yeah.
when we get home tonight, we're going to cyber. We wouldn't say cyber sex. We'd say, we're going to fucking cyber each other.
Yeah.
And then I'd say, I'd get on there, and I'd type her. I'd see she's on. I'd be like, you ready to be fingered? Or something like that. You ready to have your boobies sucked on or whatever? I'm going to cyber you right now.
My favorite was always like when we were fucking younger and you would talk all day long on the computer. Then when you got to school, you'd say like 2 words to somebody.
We stare at each other.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Why are you fucking looking at me, man?
Oh, man. And then you get home and you start talking to him like all right away.
I remember I was talking in, what grade was it? This is 6th grade. There was this really tall girl, and she was just kissing boys left and right. I was like, dude, I want to get in on that.
Little lip slut.
So then I started talking to her on AOL,
Yeah.
and she was, you know.
It was aggressive.
She's like, take my panties off and blow your nose in them. Just being.
Oh, fuck.
She was she was above her. She had
Hell yeah.
She had an uncle that taught her stuff or something. I don't know what was going on there, but she was it was above my pay grade.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You lied on your resume
I
for
was
that
like,
one.
God damn.
Blow your nose in my face.
She was fucking 8 or 9 inches taller than me, too. And I was like, you want to be my girlfriend or whatever? She said, I'd love to. And then we were in art class together, and everybody left the art room. It was like lunch, and everybody left.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting my shit, and I look up, and she's just like standing all alone staring at me. And she's like, I want you to say goodbye to me.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, okay, bye. And she said, can I have a hug? And I said, sure. And I don't think I'd even really hugged a girl at that point.
Yeah.
And I gave her a hug, and she's like, how about a kissy on the mouth? And I said, no. And I left. I ran out of the art room, and I went straight to lunch and then out to the playground. And I told Charlie, I said, you got to get rid of her for me, buddy. She's hot on me. She tried to get me to kiss her. She's a fucking animal.
She went and told everybody you were frigid.
She's huge. She's going to beat my ass. And none of you are big enough to protect me.
She's going to take my lips.
So he broke up with her for me, man.
Attaboy.
And I returned the favor a few years
Yeah.
later with, I know I've told this story a dozen times in this show, but I called Charlie and I said, dude, let's go sledding. We were in high school at this point. I think we're like freshmen. I was like, let's go sledding, man. It's snowing. Let's go sledding. He said, no, I'm going to hang out with Brittany tonight. And, which was his girlfriend. And I was losing a lot of time with Charlie because of Brittany.
Yeah.
So I called Brittany and I said, Charlie wants to break up with you. Charlie told me
Never once said that.
Charlie called me and told me that he couldn't do it. He wanted me to call you and break up with you. And she was pretty upset.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I called Charlie. I said, dude, I talked to Brittany. She wants you to go sledding with me. She said, don't worry about it. She's going to go do her thing. And Charlie went sledding with me. And I broke the news to him
That's great, man.
while we were sledding. You know, he seemed a little unhappy at first, but I think he was relieved by the end of it.
Once you fucking hit that first snowbank.
That first stoon. We're over there fucking rubbing Crisco on the bottom of our sleds, and I'm like, look, dude, I gotta come clean.
You gotta
with
come
you.
clean, brother.
I did some shit that we might not be able to fix. She's a lesbian now.
I was gonna say, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She's not she's one of the lesbians that she'll fucking beat your ass.
Yeah,
dude.
she's a serious lesbian.
She does fisticuffs and stuff. She'll arm wrestle and whatever. You need punch, she'll punch you. Whatever it is.
One of the nicest people.
One of the absolute sweetest individuals I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
She still works in my community.
Yep.
And she's taking good care of my family. So I do love her for that. Although if she doesn't know, maybe I was the
You're the catalyst, man.
cataclysmic event
Yeah.
that caused her
You turned her.
to say, if I can't have Charlie, then I don't want any man.
Sure.
And it was all,
And I understand
I
that.
just wanted him to go sledding with me.
Yeah.
Just, it worked
Wow,
out.
man. The universe is a weird thing.
Mm-hmm. So the breaking point here between Andrew and Shirley. By the fall of 2001, Andrew had reached his limit. Thank God. She was keeping a constant watch on him, stalking him, essentially. Friends recall him expressing his frustrations outwardly, saying he couldn't continue with Shirley's erratic behavior. He confided in close friends that he planned to end the relationship for good. He was going to break up with her. He's a shit can her ass, which is what needed to happen. What's so funny?
I'm just fine. My wife just sent out a text message to everybody. I said, "What do you guys want from the store?" I said, "Let me get 2 avocados." I'm being totally serious. I want 2 avocados, dog.
They're fucking good, though.
They're so good.
Let me get 2 of them.
Just 2. Let me get 2 avocados. I fucking swear that's what I said.
Dude, and we're uncultured. I have no idea how to pick out an avocado. When every time I go on like a super crazy health kick,
I'm getting ready to. That's
I
why I'm getting
go,
done.
I'll say, I'm gonna start munching on avocados, and then Stacy will say, "I got no fucking idea how to pick these things out." I said, "I got it." I start picking them up like your tits and start fucking grabbing them. I got no idea what I'm doing, dude.
I've seen people cut them before, so I'm just going to go about that method. Get that fucking pit out, and then you fucking just slice them inside the thing.
I about took my hand off the first time I cut one.
Yeah,
I got-
they're soft, man.
I'm an idiot.
Right, they're so
I'm
good.
a high functioning. I've never been diagnosed with autism, but
My son said, "Why do you want an avocado?" I said, "To eat."
just shove it up your ass. say
Well-
because I'm gonna shove it up your dad's ass.
I'm gonna throw the fucking pits at you.
I'm gonna shove an avocado up your dad's ass. Okay.
I said to eat.
I'm gonna eat it like I do your mama, boy.
He's fucking judging me. How the hell is a 12-year-old going to be sitting here judging me?
Get in here and watch me eat your mama, boy. What was that? Okay, I gotta turn that off.
That was loud.
Oh, so Andrew, November 3rd, 2001. He was always a bit of a gentleman. And I think that's what shined through here is Andrew was a really good human. This was a good man, a good guy, and he always wished to do right by everyone. He decided to end things in person. She lived clear on the other side of the country. So he flew from Pennsylvania to Iowa to meet Shirley. While details of their conversation, it's kind of muddy, Andrew returned to Latrobe, Pennsylvania a day later, telling his friends he was relieved and ready to move on with his life.
Okay.
But as we all know, judging off of how Shirley had been in the past,
Yeah.
Shirley was the gift you can't give back. She was warts. She was warts as a human.
Yeah.
I almost puked to myself. I'm okay.
Just from talking about warts? Oh, shit.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I drink all water today.
Yeah.
But, sometimes my body's a temple.
Yeah, I get that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm like, you saying you about almost threw up just made me realize
You need to throw up?
no, I've been super big on this fucking TikToker. I don't know if he's like TikToker, if I just see his videos on TikTok. Dalton Trey, I don't know if you know who he is.
I don't watch anything.
He
anymore.
does. You had to have heard his fucking shit, man. He'll bring up like I'm ranking these random ass flavors, and he'll be like he'll pull up and be like Dr. Pepper with beans. What the fuck? That's fucking sick. That's a 10.
Dr. Pepper with beans.
I fucking hate beans.
I love beans.
I'll send you some of his videos. Every single time he'll get something nasty, and he'll sit there and he'll be like, he'll throw it up,
Okay,
and he's crying. Like,
Yeah, I think I've seen that before.
yeah, you had to.
Dr. Pepper and beans.
That's fucking sick. That's fucking disgusting. I'm obsessed with this dude right now.
That's fun.
It's super gay. I love it.
So 2 days after he broke it off with her, unbeknownst to Andrew, Shirley was not willing to take no for an answer, and she was not ready to let go. She drove over 1,000 miles from Iowa to Pennsylvania,
Damn.
a journey fueled by anger and obsession. And she was not coming to Pennsylvania to overdose on fucking Midol this time, buddy. On the morning of November 5th, she called Andrew and convinced him to meet her at Keystone State Park under the pretense of needing closure. And I will say that Andrew worked at a practice, a medical office there, and I want to say the person that owned the practice testified or told police that it was incredibly clear that Andrew was under a lot of distress
Okay.
whenever he found out that she was fucking in town, and
Poor guy.
he was not he was barely able to function. Andrew, being the ever-trusting individual he was, agreed to meet her at Keystone State Park. What happened next is a sequence of events pieced together through forensic evidence and testimony.
Oh, shit.
Shirley shot Andrew 5 times with a .22 caliber handgun, once in the face, once in the chest, and twice in the buttocks,
Oh, shit.
and once in the back of the head. So she shot him in the ass. Okay?
Why in the butt?
I don't know. I can't. When
Damn.
they asked Shirley about it, there was never an answer why she shot him in the ass.
Damn.
But I do know that if someone came to me with a gun and said, I'm going to fucking shoot you, and I say, please do it in the butt.
Sure.
There's
It's
a lot of
nice-
meat there.
Nice and meaty.
Not going to lose, your life, presumably.
Yeah, just lose a buttock.
So maybe the way that conversation went down, he said, shoot me in the ass. Don't kill me, just shoot me in the ass. That's enough to teach me a lesson, and we can still be boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know.
Man.
But she didn't stop there. He got shot in the head.
I've said shoot on my ass before,
Chest.
but I've never said shoot my ass.
Shoot it on my ass.
Yeah.
Now, the brutality of the act left no doubt about her intent. She intended to murder Andrew Bagby. This was not a crime of passion, but it was a calculated execution, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
Andrew's body was discovered the next morning by a park ranger. The sheer violence of the crime sent shockwaves through the community. After killing Andrew, Shirley fled to Canada, returning to her home province of Newfoundland. And you'll remember that's where she was originally from, was Canada. She wasn't from the United States. U.S. authorities, well, they closed in on her rather quickly. They issued an arrest warrant and an extradition request was filed, but the case quickly became mirrored in the complexities of international law.
Oh, no.
I do know part of the investigation, they did a search warrant on her apartment, and they found a box of condoms in her apartment, and the lot number was from it had gone to I'm going to say like a drugstore or something. So the condoms were from the night that he allegedly broke up with her.
Okay.
So it's presumed that they did have sexual intercourse the night that he officially broke up with her and then left Iowa.
Okay.
Canadian authorities arrested Shirley Turner in December of 2001, several weeks after Andrew's murder. However, to the shock of many and the outrage of Andrew's family and friends, Shirley was granted bail only a month after she was arrested. Now, the conditions of her bail were rather minimal and simple. She was required to check in periodically with authorities and was prohibited from leaving Newfoundland. Despite being charged with first-degree murder in the United States, the Canadian legal system treated Shirley as though she posed little risk to the public. The Canadian court justified Shirley's release by emphasizing her status as a doctor and a mother, even though she didn't have any contact with any of the children that she had, arguing that she was unlikely to flee or reoffend. This decision failed to account for her history of manipulative and violent behavior as well as the severity of her crime.
Wow.
This bitch was a fucking Looney Tune.
Good job.
That's all, folks. Rob Dog and I were talking last week, and he said he Porky Pigs. He said he sleeps with a T-shirt and no underwear on.
I never said that.
When you were standing right by the fucking door, and I said, "What are you sleeping in tonight?" I don't know why we got on the topic, but you said I wear a shirt to bed.
I wear a shirt and shorts.
No, you fucking said you wear a shirt and no undergarments. And I said, "Oh, you're Porky Pig and you're just wearing a shirt and no underwear." And he said, "Yeah, that's how I'm most comfortable."
I'm about to Porky Pig tonight just to throw the whole house for a loop. Especially because a lot of times like kids come in our bed. They're going to walk into the room, see a big set of old balls just resting on my legs.
Fucking Iron Maiden shirt and balls. Dude, at least do the respectful thing that I do.
Oh shit.
I'll open the door and I'll say, "Hey, I'm Porky Piggin tonight," and I close the door, and then everybody knows, hey,
yeah, don't go in there.
He ain't wearing any underwear. He got a T-shirt on.
Oh shit.
If you're a Porky Pigger, send us an email, broiopodcast@gmail.com.
Oh shit.
Telling you, dude, it's comfortable.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
I got a buddy at work that wears like Ebenezer Scrooge wore long pajamas, just like a dress.
Sure.
I don't know what that's called.
I don't know. It's kind of like a robe.
Oh, that's ultimate Porky.
It's like a nightgown. It's essentially a nightgown. It's what
Uh,
old fat women do, right?
Nonetheless, I don't know, but
I did used to do that when I was a kid, though. I'd fucking have a long ass T-shirt and I'd just wear my tidy whities underneath it.
I had this Transformer robe,
That's cool as fuck.
and I'd wear that, and I'd piss everywhere, dude. I'd wear it without underwear, and I'd just fucking rip it open and piss on the wall and stuff.
Dude,
We were awful. We were awful kids.
oh, dude, downstairs in our basement, I remember this one time, or no, it wasn't this one time. I used to do this all the time. But downstairs in our basement, we get a toilet by this old fucking shitty ass shower. But right next to the toilet, like right in front of it, probably at like the 4 o'clock to the toilet, there was a fucking pipe in the ground. It wasn't really a pipe, but it was a hole in the ground. I used to piss in that fucker all the time. And there's a perfectly good toilet right in front of me.
I showered in that shower.
Yeah. Dude, I pissed all over that floor, man.
It was an odd spot for a shower. Just like a partition in the middle of the floor, right? Like
Yeah, it was really fucking weird. Yeah, it's shitty.
Nonetheless. Okay, so heartbroken but determined, Andrew's parents, David and Kate, they moved to Canada to fight for Shirley's extradition and ensure justice for their son. They immersed themselves in the legal proceedings, learning the intricacies of Canadian law while enduring emotional torment at every hearing at the hands of this manipulative bitch that was being backed by the Canadian justice system. The Canadian justice system had clearly taken her side, even though she was like a blatant murderer.
Yeah.
Shirley's extradition process dragged on for months due to legal loopholes and appeals. Canada's judicial system prioritized Shirley's rights as a Canadian citizen, creating a bureaucratic maze that stalled any progress. Now, she used a lot of different tactics to delay the extradition. She filed appeals and sought to challenge the validity of the U.S. case against her, exploiting the slow-moving system to her advantage. She really painted herself as a victim. She made it seem like she was being emotionally and physically abused, which is something she did to all the lovers that she'd had before then. She would always paint herself as a victim.
She's fucking gaslighting the U.S. government.
She was. And then a whole nother stinky layer of this onion was peeled off, and the complexity increased tenfolds when Shirley announced that she was actually pregnant with Andrew's child while out on bail.
Ooh.
So that last little rendezvous, the night they broke up,
He did the deed.
they did it, and she got pregnant that night, presumably. This revelation shifted the focus of the case, as the Bagbys now had to consider the welfare of their unborn grandchild Zachary. So do we keep fighting to get this woman to keep this woman put in prison, to where this child will presumably belong to the state? Are we going to be able to get custody? Do we almost just want to let her get out and just take care of the kid?
Ooh.
There was a crossroad here for the parents. The grandparents of the child, which was Andrew's mom and dad, David and Kate. They vowed to do everything in their power to protect little Zachary, even as they continued to fight for Shirley's extradition, which Zachary was the name of the child. While awaiting extradition, Shirley gave birth to Zachary, Andrew Turner. She even gave him Andrew's. That's kind of fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, that's
She
wild.
killed the guy and gave the child his middle name. Zachary Andrew Turner on July 18th, 2002. For the Bagbys, Zachary was their only remaining connection to Andrew.
Aww.
Despite being charged with first-degree murder, Shirley maintained custody of Zachary. The Bagbys feared for the child's safety, and they worked relentlessly to expose Shirley's instability, but the legal system, they just weren't buying it. They continually sided with Shirley.
Wow.
But on August 18th, 2003, this took a wild turn, man. That morning, Shirley was seen leaving her home with baby Zachary. Eyewitness accounts later placed her walking along the cliffs of Conception Bay South with her young son. She drugged Zachary with Ativan, which is a sedative she had previously been prescribed. Toxicology reports later revealed that the dosage was high enough to render him unconscious. Shirley then strapped young Zachary to her chest using a makeshift baby carrier. At approximately 5:30 a.m., Shirley jumped from the pier into the frigid Atlantic Ocean, plunging both herself and Zachary into the waters below. Witnesses reported hearing a loud splash, but were unaware of the horrific nature of the event until their bodies were recovered hours later.
Jeez.
The details of the recovery were chilling. Zachary was still strapped to Shirley. She was still fastened to her chest. Authorities believe that Shirley's actions were deliberate and calculated, designed to inflict maximum pain on the Bagby family while ensuring there would be no chance for intervention whatsoever.
Jeez Louise, dude.
A crazy, manipulative bitch. Now, Shirley left behind a series of disturbing notes which gave insight into her mindset, but it really provided no justification for the senseless act and crime. The letters revealed a vindictive and self-centered narrative, blaming others for her situation while portraying herself as a victim. The Bagbys turned their grief into activism, advocating for bail reform and protections for children of violent offenders. There was a documentary released back in either 2008 called Dear Zachary, a letter to a son about his father. The documentary was directed by Andrew's best friend, Kurt Quinn. The documentary became a powerful call to action, highlighting the preventable nature of these tragedies. And that documentary is obviously still available. A really good watch.
That's sad.
One of the best documentaries I've ever had the privilege to watch. Very well done. Nonetheless, a very powerful documentary. I highly recommend watching it. But the way this story ends, with her strapping the baby to her chest.
That's rough, man.
And just jumping from the pier.
Whew.
Just a complete act of self-centeredness and selfishness,
Yeah.
unlike you would see from the worst criminals in the world, man. I dealt with, working in the prison system, I dealt with murderers, rapists, thieves, the worst of the worst. And I will say most of these people, they cared about their children.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
This is just one of the most disgusting acts that really imaginable from a human.
Yeah, definitely did not think that it was going to take that turn.
It did.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's sad.
She never faced the music for her crimes. She
Those poor grandparents, man.
yeah, man.
She literally took everything from
It's
them.
a tough pill to swallow. Especially that just to have that curveball thrown, working so hard to bring her to justice, and then find out she's pregnant. That was a tough one to swallow. But that's the story of the Cougar murder, Andrew Bagby. I highly recommend you guys check out that documentary, Dear Zachary, A Letter to a Son about his father. And that concludes our episode of this podcast. So I think that if we look here, I got a couple butthole licking
Oh, hell yeah.
submissions.
Sweet.
So if we'll open this up for now on, let's change the mood for a second. Yeah, this baby died, but we got people that listen.
Jesus.
Will you let me finish what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm sorry.
You're the guy sleeping in just a t-shirt.
I apologize.
For now on, the way this is going to go down.
Okay.
If you send us an audio clip of the noises you would make if someone surprisingly started licking your butthole, we're going to play them on the show.
Okay.
As long as it's not racist. Then we can't play it. But this one's from Bash.
Okay, cool.
That's my asshole. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm gonna... Oh, God. Thanks, Nicholas.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Good
you
job,
weren't
dude.
you weren't even there for that.
I'll say.
Let's see.
I knew nothing about it.
We got another one from Bash Bader?
The same person?
The Manly Banter? I don't think it is, but we'll find out.
Oh, not my butthole. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Oh, Daddy.
Not the blah, 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 blah.
Was that what that was?
I think so. That's
Was that a or was that a
that's a sucking on a hemorrhoid.
Roll
dog.
that back.
Oh, not my butthole.
Wait, it is your butthole.
Yeah.
First of all. Good God.
Oh, not my butthole. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Oh,
He's fucking turkey necking that thing. Fucking getting the gobbler.
Well, I think you and I need to make our cum videos and just
yeah.
submit them anonymously.
That'd be funny.
We'll play one next week, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you it's me. So, all right, guys. Well, that concludes our episode. And if you're the person that broke into Joe Burrow's house, I hope you fucking die because you've ruined everything for him.
He has no sense of privacy. You've ruined his confidence.
Cincinnati Bengals have a 5% chance of making the playoffs.
Hey, that's still a chance, man.
It is a chance. Not a very good chance, but nonetheless, it's a chance.
Sure.
I will have more. So, two different housekeeping things.
Okay.
We are still trying to find a venue in Texas
Oh, yeah.
that will host us. I don't want to pay a lot of money because we're going to bring a lot of people with us. We're going to spend a lot of money. It's just kind of, I don't know. I'm not too negotiable on that. Now I'll spend some money, but I'm not looking at $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 like some of these places are
Yeah.
trying to charge.
I don't want to pay to have to do a fucking show.
So if you got a place, whether it's a VFW or a bar or a hall or fuck, there's that one girl from Texas that knows the Undertaker.
Yeah.
She's rich. She's got a big house. Can we just do it there?
Sure. I'm okay with it.
Hopefully she'll let that happen.
That'd be cool.
She's the
Invite Mark. Coach Mark.
I can't. What was her name? Was it Erin or?
Sounds.
She's a flower girl.
Sounds right. That was so long ago.
She's a flower girl on Instagram.
She probably fucking hates us now.
Erin. ERIN. I think that's it.
Okay.
So let us do it at your house.
That'd be fucking cool.
Fucking, if you're a true fan.
Right.
People in Texas got property, dog.
That's true. It's very true.
Someone wants to host us their cattle ranch so we can do whatever we want. If we do it at your place, then we can do heroin, whippets. We can do nude paintings. We can do...
Someone's got to work at a comedy club or something down there.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, and we're also going to be lining up that cruise again soon.
Beautiful.
Got to talk to the boys in the Cromnipod. Hopefully they're receptive.
Fucking nail that, man.
I'll say, hey, you guys want to go on a gay cruise? Not with you. Hopefully they're nicer than the guys from True Crime Garage.
Yeah, they were mean to us.
They were mean to us in the very beginning.
I still haven't forgotten about that.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt. That hurt my feelings.
Little do they know that we would one day blossom.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, we love you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you for tuning in this week. I hope you have a great week. And as we move towards Christmas, remember, it's going to get fucking better. We're all broke.
Yep. Keep your fucking head on your shoulders.
We're all stressing out. But I swear to God, I'm so happy to have you here as a fan. You are amazing. We love you. Even if your mom, you don't get your mom a gift, she's gonna love you regardless. So don't
That's
stress
true.
out too bad.
She'll understand.
She'll understand.
Yeah.
And tell her, show her a picture. Say, these are my buddies that do the podcast. Show her a picture of us, and say they are attracted to you,
They say,
and that'll be a gift. That'll truly be a gift.
yeah, I agree.
And then say the one, well, he doesn't wear underwear when he sleeps, but he wears a T-shirt like Porky Pig.
Yeah, just real long, stretchy balls.
And I know, Mom, you like those old-timey cartoons, so you'll really like him
Yeah.
if he's Porky Piggin.
What's not to like, man? Yeah.
Okay, guys. Have
Bye.
a great week.
Love you guys. Pay.
You're going to call this episode Porky Piggin. Porky Piggin. Andrew Bagby. All right, YouTube. We love you, Dustin. You're the only one still here. There's a lot of people here, but take care, guys. See ya. Hey, Jersey Pete. Love you, buddy.